طعم الدنيا اتغير، فرحة قلبي بتكبر، وبطلتك بتغير، ما أحلك يا رمضان.
أنا دايما بستنى.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Beloved brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has brought us again a great blessing, which is the blessing of the month of Ramadan, and we are all here today. Today, inshallah, after iftar, we're going to have about 11. We have completed about 11 days of the blessed month of Ramadan, and this video is just to share with us a very, very brief message of remembrance. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said in the Quran, وَذَكَّرْ فَإِنَّ الذِّكْرَ تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ, that remind, for indeed remembrance, or the reminders that we give, it gives a lot of benefits to the believers. Beloved brothers and sisters, we are in a time where we are faced with a calamity or a pandemic, and this pandemic, like all other challenges or the tests that come our way, basically has two sides of it. It can be a blessing, it can also be punishment. COVID-19, of course, others have enjoyed the holidays that they have with it, was caused a lot of others as well are enduring it. We hear a lot of people say this is a punishment that comes our way, others say this is a blessing. Now the message is very simple. Yes, it could be a punishment, or it could be some kind of blessing. Now for a believer who is afflicted or who has this particular COVID-19, it could be a way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will use to atone for his sins. For a disbeliever who gets this particular thing, it could be a punishment. How do we know is a punishment, and how do we know is actually a blessing? The scholars tell us that when Allah inflicts a believer, if it gets you closer to Allah, then that becomes a blessing. However, if it gets you farther and farther away from Allah, then obviously that becomes punishment. And you see, when we look at, for instance, this COVID-19, if we are in the month of Ramadan, you are putting a lot of efforts, protect yourself, do a lot of dua, and yet you are afflicted, then inshallah, like Rasulullah has said in a particular hadith, that every single thing that affects the hearts of my servants, Allah uses it to atone for his sins. However, if you don't pay heed, and you are the type who will go out there searching for the sickness, very, very, stubborn, as in protecting oneself, and you are afflicted with that disease, don't go out there and say, if you die, you die as a martyr, you die as a shaheed. Because Allah told us in the Quran, وَلَا تُلْقُوا بِأَيْدِيكُمْ إِلَى التَّهْلُكَةِ, do not stretch your hand into something that will lead to your own perish. So yes, we are required to protect ourselves, but after all the protection, whatever happens has two sides of it. If it does happen and affects a person, then that becomes a mercy. Allah will use it to atone for his sins. But if after all the protection, if after all the protection that you can have, if in one way or the other you are affected, apart from being Allah uses it as a mercy to atone for your sins, it could also be a way that Allah uses it to make you remember and ponder into things that you have been doing. And if it happens that you have not been doing good things, then you think twice and you change yourself. And this is the very best time we can do that, to change ourselves. However, if it comes and like all of us are okay and we pray that Allah continue to protect us, then remember, that does not mean you are the best person. And that does not mean Allah loves you more than the one who has been affected. It only means that Allah has given you enough time to correct yourself, to upgrade and uplift your faith. And then for you to call on the way of your Lord. And that is why Allah is giving you enough time, so that we continue to ask for Allah's blessings. We continue to do a lot of ibadah. We continue to encourage in the enjoyment of goodness and discourage evil. So, beloved brothers and sisters, this is a very short message that I would want us to look at pertaining this particular COVID-19 and Ramadan. Whatever we have said here, which is good, that Allah, we pray that you give us the benefit of it, and whatever we have said which is an error is from ourselves and it came through the way of shaitan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of us and guide us. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.